Hi, I'm Jason. I'm an AJAC instructor. Today we're going to be doing conventional lathe operation 101. As we approach the machine for the first time, getting ready to operate, we want to make sure that all of our tool posts and work holding are secure. Everything is tight and right. Next, what we're going to do is we want to check our lubrication levels. We're going to look at our different sight glass to make sure we have the proper levels of lubrication. After we make sure everything's tight and right on the machine, our lubrication is good, we're going to power on the machine. We're going to make sure we are in a neutral position with our feed control, our rotational control. Now we're going to verify what RPM range we're operating in. Currently, we are in the 910 RPM range. We're going to verify that with our dials, make sure that we are indeed in B, E, G, operating at 910 RPM. Now we are going to verify range of motion with all of our hand wheels. We're going to make sure that all of our safety guards are in place and functional. Always utilize these safety features. Then we're going to check operation. As we're checking operation, we're going to verify that the foot brake e-stop is functional. Next, what we're going to do is introduce the workpiece into the chuck. We want to keep in mind the diameter of our work, and we don't want to have more than 4 times the diameter unsupported, exposed from the jaws. Securely tighten it in place, making sure to always remove the T-handle from the chuck. On this particular machine, it has a built-in safety feature where the machine will not operate unless this T-handle is returned to its holder. Now we're going to introduce some of the nomenclature names of our parts of the conventional lathe. We've got our tailstock. We utilize the tailstock with a live center when we are machining pieces that exceed 4 times diameter exposed from the jaws. Now we have our tool post, which holds our cutting tools. This particular model is a multi-positional tool post. We can hold multiple tools if needed. This segment is the compound cross slide. We can set this at known angles if we have to do tapered type machining. The compound cross slide sits atop the cross slide. The cross slide is mounted to the saddle. Cross slide allows us to move in the X axis. The saddle allows us to move in the Z axis. Now we'll utilize the motion control, rotational control in its neutral position, no movement. Next, we're going to talk about the spindle and the chuck. The jaws of the chuck come in various styles. This particular machine equipped with a 3-jaw chuck. There are 4-jaw chucks. There are collet type chucks. Depending on your requirement, that will dictate which style you utilize. Next, we'll talk about this entire unit is called the headstock assembly. On our headstock assembly, that's where our feed controls are, motion controls, and different ability controls. So these different ability controls will allow us to dictate feed rate. The machine can self-feed at a designated rate that we choose. We can also utilize these control settings if we're doing threading operations. One of the biggest things to remember when operating the lathe, it is easily one of the more dangerous pieces of machinery on the shop floor. There are so many rotating assemblies, it can become entangled. We want to always utilize our guards, wear proper PPE, safety glasses, hearing protection as needed. We never want to use or wear gloves while operating this machine. The chances of them being entangled in the rotating assemblies is great. No dangly clothing, no jewelry. Make sure your hair is tied back. All of these safety precautions will allow you to operate this machine properly. That concludes our intro to conventional lathe. We've covered basic nomenclature, safety, operation, and work holding.